Today on Inside the Blueprint, building a connected future, advancements in pipe fittings and joinings, the critical role of rapid testing in combating rising syphilis rates, plus the next generation of innovations in artificial turf, and powering up your community, the importance of choosing the right electrician. Let's go Inside the Blueprint. It's a world-class company preferred by architects, engineers, designers, and contractors alike. As a PVF supplier, manufacturer, and digital tools provider, this industry leader has become the go-to choice for an ever-increasing number of American businesses and decision makers. Inside the Blueprint traveled to the Keystone State to find out more.
We at ASC Engineered Solutions have a product, service, and technology offering for the owner, the engineer, the distributor, and the contractor. As technology, services, and products change, we are here to understand what their needs are and to provide a solution for that.
The bottom line for ASC is that when our over 2,000 employees wake up in the morning, they ask themselves, what can I do today to make sure that ASC is the first choice for the professionals that build and maintain our world? It's about the combination of all of our products, our services, our technology, and our customer experiences. What can we do to make sure that our customers can be more productive, to be safer, to be able to get on and off job sites faster, to be able to design more efficiently? It's not just about doing these in new hospital construction or an office building construction. It's about being able to do this in all the construction for our future, such as electric vehicle and battery manufacturing, such as computer chip manufacturing. And these are the solutions that help our customers be safer and more productive. That's the bottom line for ASC. Demand for ASC's products is really driven by the complex nature of America's piping infrastructure. America's piping infrastructure services many different applications. ASC's product portfolio helps to establish solutions for many of those, including life safety systems such as fire suppression, HVAC, manufacturing processes, chemical processing. It's all of these solutions and the complexity of that infrastructure that allow ASC to help our customers be safer and more productive. Anywhere you see pipe, that's an opportunity for ASC.
Known for its singular product line, this PVF product powerhouse has in a few years grown exponentially, offering wider and deeper cutting-edge products and solutions.
ASC Engineered Solutions is the sum of our parts. Customers may know us as Anvil, Smith Cooper, or Groovelock. We're committed to having the most robust product portfolio and allowing that to help the end user depending on what their project needs are. So as we look at how technology affects our end users today, we have to look at our products, create the best services, and then technology solutions for that. So at ASC Engineered Solutions, we're not only committed to creating the best-in-class products that our customers use, but understanding the technology that they need to use on a day-to-day basis and implementing that in a manner that will help them be the most efficient and productive. Our products are meant to enable the job site to be safe, efficient, and productive. Our services and our software are meant to enable that efficiency and optimization in the office.
ASC is committed to being the top choice for all of the stakeholders across the construction value chain, whether that's an engineer, whether that's a designer, whether that's an installer. We've been doing this a long time, since 1850, and construction has evolved a lot over that time period. As construction has evolved, so has ASC, and we're committed to being a leader and help driving that evolution and helping our customers be safer and more productive.
ASC is proud of its commitment to American-made manufacturing. We've done a lot of investment in technology as well as its manufacturing processes. We're also committed to the experience that we provide to our customer and the value all the way through to our distribution networks.
Education is very important to our industry. ASC Engineered Solutions understands the importance of sharing best practices with associations and customers. Because of this, we look to partner with associations and customers throughout the year and to share those best practices. It's all about making sure that we can attract new individuals to our field and maintain those individuals that are already in our field. So through education, we believe that that's the solution.
We start our process utilizing recycled materials. Scrap steel is brought in and we melt it down to meet our specifications for purity. So we ensure that the quality of our products going to our customers is not at risk. We ship our products with confidence to our distribution partners and our end customers to ensure that a quality product is out in the field. This site in Columbia, Pennsylvania is one of our largest sites, being the foundry in which we supply our products. It resides on 650,000 square feet of under-roof manufacturing processes. We employ 500 employees at this facility to ensure that every step of the process is in our control, through melting, through demolding, through our assembly processes, and into our distribution network, and to make sure that the quality product gets to our end customer. ASC is American-made products with over 170 years of service and support.
ASC is a total solution provider with a broad portfolio of digital tools that help our customers be safer and more productive.
ASC is your all-in-one construction partner.
For additional product, digital tools, and how your business and customers can benefit, visit asc-es.com. And for the latest in biz news and views, turn to us at insidetheblueprint.com. Dr. Jeffrey Klausner, a world-renowned expert in infectious diseases with over 25 years' experience in STI and HIV prevention. He's worked with or advised in nearly 50 countries and is a frequent advisor for the WHO, CDC, and NIH, helping expand access to rapid testing and care around the world.
Syphilis is an easily identifiable and treatable infection, so it's very important that pregnant women or women of reproductive age know their syphilis status. It's very easy to get tested at your doctor's office, and please be sure that if you are pregnant, you are asking your doctor to be tested for syphilis.
With proper treatment, syphilis is curable. In the U.S., however, diagnosis has remained a major barrier. Testing for syphilis has not been routine, and the results for certain populations, including pregnant women, have had serious consequences. One medical device company developing highly accurate syphilis tests is helping change that. Diagnostics Direct co-founder Jeff Tobias explains.
Syphilis Health Check is an amazing product. We've been around for over 10 years with our CLIA waiver. We've put millions of these tests out into the medical community. The test is highly accurate, easy to use. You get a result in just 10 minutes.
The CDC recommends that pregnant women are tested for syphilis up to 3 times during pregnancy. So at the first antenatal care visit, be sure that your doctor tests you for syphilis. Again, you should be tested in the 2nd trimester, and in some populations, a 3rd time in the 3rd trimester. The Syphilis Health Check is a rapid, highly accurate test where results can be provided in up to 10 minutes.
Syphilis Health Check, the only rapid syphilis test that identifies IgM in addition to IgG antibodies, enabling earlier detection.
It is very easy to use. With 1 drop of blood, 10 minutes to result, you can detect for both IgM and IgG. The IgM portion allows to pick up an infection as early as 10 to 14 days post-exposure.
Some people think that the test may not be sufficient to make an early diagnosis, but the CDC and Department of Health and Human Services recommend that on the basis of a rapid positive test, people may be treated immediately. It is as accurate or more accurate than standard laboratory-based testing. It may be used to diagnose syphilis in someone who's never been treated for syphilis before. Doctors should be using the syphilis health check to make an early diagnosis of syphilis and help people get treated for syphilis early. The most important thing is that in pregnancy, women get treated early to prevent the spread of syphilis to the fetus or newborn. Early treatment can prevent congenital syphilis. The syphilis health check is considered a CLIA wave test, which means it's simple and easy to use. It can be used by a medical assistant. It takes no more than 10 minutes to read by the naked eye. It doesn't require any additional devices or readers. It is as accurate or more accurate than standard laboratory-based testing. It can enable timely and early treatment to prevent congenital syphilis in the newborn.
It is extremely flexible. It can be used in any medical facility that is testing for STIs or wants to test for STIs. It's used in a whole spectrum of locations. We have labs that we use it as a screening device. They can take a blood sample, run it in 10 minutes before having to set up a more complicated lab test. Point of care is another great place where the doctor is interacting with the patient and you can treat immediately if it's a positive. And thirdly, mobile outreach, going out into the community, meeting the people where they are at is where the test is most effective. It doesn't require any electricity, doesn't require any readers. You need a willing patient and a flat surface, and you can use Syphilis Health Check anywhere.
Because many people with syphilis don't access medical care routinely, the Syphilis Health Check has been used as a critical tool in public health to reach communities at risk. The Syphilis Health Check is widely used in community events, health fairs, screening activities. It's used in detention settings. It's also used in community-based programs where people can come in for free and no-cost testing.
We have a unique opportunity at Diagnostics Direct. We're obviously a company that wants to do well, but we're also a company that gets to do some good. We take a percentage of our sales and we allocate that towards free goods that we can put across the country where it's needed. We've worked with underserved populations like Indian Health Services. We work with women's health organizations, and we actually even work with organizations like KFF who do the National HIV Testing Day in 700 Walgreens. The majority of those locations were also asking for syphilis testing, and we became the largest donor of syphilis tests now 2 years in a row working with KFF. I think one of the biggest shifts we're seeing in syphilis testing today is the shift away from screening and confirming, which delays diagnosis and treatment, and we're moving more towards a test and treat approach. Syphilis Health Check is great. You have the patient in front of you, you get a positive, you can treat immediately. And that's how we're going to get our hands around this epidemic, is treating as many people as possible. Again, the more people that we can test, the more positives we're going to find, and the more cases that we can resolve.
To learn more about the Syphilis Health Check and the role of rapid testing in tackling the syphilis epidemic, visit diagnosticsdirectttoyou.com. Whether you're playing in the field, watching from the stands, or tuning in at home, sports have a unique way of bringing people together. But have you ever wondered about the field beneath the athlete's feet? The very ground they stand on, where every goal is scored, every challenge faced, and every legend is born? One company, located in Dalton, Georgia, has mastered the art of transforming everyday playing surfaces into a field of dreams.
I'm Joe Fields. I'm the CEO of TenCate Grass North America. We are the largest manufacturer of artificial turf in the United States and in the world.
My name's Tom Wills, and I'm our Director for Centre for Turf Innovation.
My name is Dr. Mimi Narte. I am a former professional athlete. a scientist, a youth sports philanthropist, and a mom.
TenCate is a fascinating company. It was founded over 200 years ago. At one point in time was the oldest listed company on the Dutch Stock Exchange. It was taken private a few years back and has always been in the textile business. Today we're focused entirely on making artificial turf. TenCate Grass is truly a global company with over 5,000 employees around the world, but with very local roots. TenCate Grass makes all of the components for artificial turf, makes the artificial turf, and increasingly we install artificial turf in many high-profile locations and in people's backyards.
So sustainability is really at our core of how we work as a company. We want to be doing the right thing for the environment and also our end users and everyone that uses artificial turf in their environment and communities.
I think what separates TenCate from other manufacturers is the thought leadership, the attention to environmental sustainability, which is really important to me, not just as an athlete and as a mom, but also as a scientist.
One of our big innovations at the moment is looking at our sustainability and circularity of our turf. We're calling this our One DNA technology, where the whole product is made of one core material. So at the end of life of that product, we'll be able to take that up, clean it, shred it, recycle it 100% back into high-grade core polymer that can be used for high-end applications.
And that's really the history of artificial turf, in that it was developed specifically to enable play for municipalities where turf won't grow, especially for underserved communities. Artificial grass is fantastic because, number one, it enables more play. You get about 4 times as much play on an artificial turf field as you do on natural grass, because natural grass you have to rest. But natural grass comes with all other issues because it's not native to the United States. So you have to fertilize it, you have to water it, you have to use pesticides on it. All these things are bad for the environment. We eliminate all that. You also eliminate the mowing. Lawnmowers are about 5% of emissions in the United States. So the total carbon footprint of an artificial turf field is actually much lower than a natural grass field, which is surprising to many people.
You think about it, even with a natural grass surface, yard trimmings alone account for about 12.1% of what's going into our landfills. So if we can find innovative solutions that are going to simulate natural grass surfaces so that we aren't compromising the quality of the play, but also be responsible towards, our environmental stewardship, that's amazing.
TenCate's latest development of Pivot in the United States removes the need for any infill in artificial turf. Typically, when you see athletes playing on artificial turf, like in the NFL or in colleges, you'll see little rubber pellets that will spray up. We completely eliminated the need for that. And the rubber pellets can be problematic because they can migrate from the field.
So teaming up with key partners from within the group and also critically our end users is allowing us to speed up the development of how we produce new surfaces.
I think TenCate is distinct from other manufacturers because the quality of the surface is really unique. The particular product that we're using at our high school is called Pivot, and it has so much shock absorption and it's so close to performing like natural grass. I haven't really encountered anything else like it.
Here at Challenger today, we'll be getting in yarns from our extrusion factories. They'll be coming in bobbins, pre-assembled, ready for tufting. So they'll be put into the creel, that'll be tufted into our primary backings to make the grass carpet, and then that will go through a coating process with urethane to glue it all together, to seal everything, to make sure those fibers stay within the carpet, and ultimately rolled out, ready to be shipped off all over the world for installation.
Part of our vertical integration play and part of our roll-up was to offer more services for the sports consumer. So not only do we do football fields, but we can do running tracks, we do sports lights, we do sport courts. All right, so turf is the core of our business, but if you're a municipality or a high school and you want a turf field, but you want a track around it, we can build that too. Do you want tennis courts? We can build that too. Do you want to light the stadium? We can do that too. So we're really a one-stop shop for all things sports surfaces for a high school or a municipality.
What sets us apart is our commitment to innovation. So our commitment to develop, to move forward, not sit with the status quo. We want to move and step and explore what is possible with artificial turf.
The turf business has grown double-digit for years. We see municipalities continue to add more turf fields where they might have 1 turf field and 10 grass fields. We're seeing them convert them all to artificial turf. It just makes life so much better for the athlete, so much better for the facility administrator. All the way around, it's just a win-win, so there's really no wonder why the business continues to grow.
I'm really grateful to work with a company that has a product that's sustainable, that is going to have minimal impact, negative impact on our environment, and by doing work that's going to service our communities and our society, helping children to be healthier and live better and more full lives.
For additional information on the benefits of TenCate and how it can help your school or business, visit them at tencategrass.us or go to our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Consumer demand for power and more sustainable energy are driving fundamental changes in how we generate, transmit, and consume electricity, pushing cities like New York to rapidly develop and integrate sophisticated solutions in more unique locations as properties and areas like the waterfront are repurposed and used in new ways. Let's meet the experts at Scientific Electric who've been safely adding electrical solutions to NYC for over 80 years.
I'm Tom Jocelyn, president of Scientific Electric, and we help power New York City. Scientific Electric was established in 1941 and has a very long and extensive history of providing power, lighting, and everything else that it brings to New York area, such as Brooklyn Botanical Gardens, New York Aquarium, the Bronx Zoo, marinas, skyscrapers in New York City, and we've probably wired about 200 parks in the New York area. You name it, we empower it.
Construction on the waterfront involves a lot of complex problems that are unique and not typical of what you would have upland in, say, a high-rise building. For the super yacht substations that we put in, they were loaded on a barge in New Jersey and brought over and slung with a crane onto the docks where Scientific's crew was there to accept and power them all on a moving platform. When Scientific finished their work here and the marina was fully powered, Con Ed came down to take a look and inspect, and they were impressed themselves that in this marina we had put enough power to power a city block.
We partnered with Scientific Electric on Brooklyn and Bridge Park, starting with Pier 3 and working on the marine rail at the Empire Fulton Ferry. We at DJ had a vision for the lighting within the park. We partnered with Scientific Electric to bring that to fruition. With their expertise and our vision, we created a world-renowned park. We always enjoy working with Scientific Electric because they're always on time, on budget, and get our job done.
Over the years, Kelco and Scientific Electric have worked on many projects throughout the boroughs and the city of New York. One project we've worked on for many, many years has been Battery Park City. Site lighting, site packages, communication, security is getting big these days too, so Kelco provides that with Scientific on all its scopes of work. We also work in Central Park. We worked at selective universities and various parks and playgrounds throughout the city of New York.
We had a 450-foot building that we needed to power. Traditionally, you would use conduits. In this case, we brought in Tom so that he can provide us a bus duct solution, which significantly reduces the footprint of the riser through the building to be able to power the building that's 450 feet out of the ground. And so this was an obvious solution to bring Tom into.
Harnessing practical know-how with cutting-edge technology to seamlessly and reliably provide power means that communication, both understanding and translating needs into practical solutions, become key to successful integration of electricity to empower our activities.
Because of my background on the waterfront, I was invited to become member of a code committee for New York City Department of Buildings. They use my expertise and experience as a contractor to implement new codes that are going to be used for waterfront development to provide more sustainability of the waterfronts in New York City area. We are involved in many cutting-edge projects. We consult on a large wind turbine project in Staten Island, which involves TMS. We are also involved in a couple of solar projects in the Brooklyn area, and we've also installed many large EV charger projects, which have enabled sustainability in our area.
Having been a part of helping to build many of New York City's iconic parks and landmarks, Scientific Electric is always willing to lend a hand to the community.
I'm a Somers Lion, and I'm also a member of the board of directors for Friends of Karen, which is a nonprofit organization. During the pandemic, Scientific Electric teamed up with Estuary, a restaurant in Brooklyn, and we delivered together to hospitals in need of food, working round the clock to help others. We delivered more than 20,000 meals. As in many complex projects, there are a lot of moving parts that come into play. You could see the kids on the field, you could see the big yachts in the marina. This is all part of Scientific's history and Scientific's legacy.
For more information about Scientific Electric, visit their website, scientificelectric.com. And of course, visit our website, InsideTheBlueprint.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit InsideTheBlueprint.com.